This is KRCG 13 Live at 5.
Good afternoon. As we first reported Friday, St. Louis Circuit Judge Stephen Omer ruled the new Missouri law banning gender-affirming treatments for minors can take effect as scheduled today while the legal fight continues. Families of transgender minors had sued to overturn the law, and their lawyers spent 3 days in court in Springfield last week in an unsuccessful pursuit of an injunction. KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt has reaction from a transgender woman who says the new law threatens the health of all trans youth in Missouri.
A Missouri ban canceling access to gender-affirming health care for some transgender minors and adults, and a ban preventing transgender student athletes in kindergarten through college from participating on school-sanctioned sports teams were signed into law by Governor Mike Parson. Beginning today, no one under 18 can have gender-altering surgery in Missouri, and only those who already were getting treatment can receive hormones or puberty blockers. A Missouri judge ruled Friday that a ban on gender-affirming health care for minors can take effect on Monday as scheduled. The ruling means that beginning next week, health care providers are prohibited from providing gender-affirming surgeries to children. Minors in Missouri who began puberty blockers or hormones before Monday can continue those medications, but other Missouri minors won't have access to those drugs. Missouri transgender woman Jordan Braxton says the legal battle continues.
We may be down, but we're not out. We're not broken. We will always be here as transgender Missourians. We have organizations that are out here every day fighting for our trans rights, because transgender rights are human rights. And I think people forget that transgender people are human beings.
The new law also stops some adults from having access to gender-affirming care. Medicaid no longer will cover treatments for adults, and the state will not provide those surgeries to prisoners. Doctors who violate the law face losing their licenses to practice. Supporters of gender-affirming care filed lawsuits in several other states where bans have been enacted this year. Missouri's new law expires 4 years from now, in August 2027, as the legal battle continues. Reporting in Columbia, Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13.
We will hear reaction from Governor Mike Parson and Attorney General Andrew Bailey tonight at 6. The Siddons-Benning hands-free law also takes effect today. That law is a response to 2 consecutive years with more than 1,000 roadway fatalities. It prohibits drivers from using a phone for calling, texting, or streaming while driving. Full enforcement with fines will not begin until 2025. Until then, any driver caught in violation of the law will receive a warning. We'll hear the governor's thoughts on that legislation tonight at 6. The Columbia woman accused of killing a Mizzou student and trying to burn his body appeared virtually at a Boone County courtroom today. KRCG 13's Sierra Tate joined us from outside the courthouse with the latest on Emma Adams.
That's right, Kermit. Adams' defense attorneys filed a motion for the courts to consider allowing a private judge to complete the mental health evaluation on Adams, who also pleaded not guilty to murdering Samuel Clemens. However, the prosecution objected, saying this was the second time the mental health evaluation was pushed back. Usually, the Missouri Department of Mental Health completes the evaluation within 60 days, but was not able to complete Adams' mental health evaluation within that time frame. According to the prosecutor, the crime should fall on the defendant regardless of her competence. The judge is advising the defendant's motion and will not set another hearing until his decision is made. Adam faces murder in the second degree, armed criminal action, tampering with evidence, and abandonment of a corpse. She is held in the Boone County Jail on a $1 million cash bond. We will continue to follow this story on air and online. For now, Sierra Tate reporting from Columbia, KRCG 13.
Authorities have arrested 3 people in connection to a kidnapping and assault in Audrain County. Columbia officers were called to a hospital there early Saturday morning to talk to an abuse victim. Audrain County detectives believe the victim had been held at a home by 3 people who live there. One of them had been in a relationship with the victim. Deputies arrested Axel Carrero Ojeda, Honder Gil Vergada, and Romero Yanez Almero. All three are Venezuelan nationals. They are behind bars in Audrain County, awaiting formal charges and action from Immigration and Customs Enforcement. A woman and child are dead following separate incidents this weekend at the Lake of the Ozarks. Another 2 men were injured on the water. Authorities say a Union, Missouri man last night was seriously injured when the personal watercraft he was operating hit buoy cables at the 0.1 mile marker on the main channel. They say a 2-year-old boy drowned Sunday morning in the Grand Glaze arm of the lake. Investigators say the boy wandered away from his family and was not wearing a safety device. The patrol says a boat at the 24-mile marker of the main channel Saturday night got too close to a dock, hit a large wake, and hit the breakwater. The accident killed a 44-year-old Sunrise Beach woman. And a Parkville man was seriously injured that same night when he tried to jump a wake and was thrown from a personal watercraft on the Gravois arm of the lake.